Hello, happy Saturday. I thought I would just film a video while I'm getting ready, and I'm gonna go like run some errands, and yeah, I just thought I would take you guys along with me while I'm just trying to get ready. So can tell that I'm like trying to mentally prepare myself to be a human being. One of my goals for this year was to, in fact, try to be more of a human being. And by that, I mean put in a bit more effort into my appearance again. And by the way, I'm in the bathroom, so I'm just looking up at the mirror. Just put a little bit more effort into my appearance again, and also like going outside a bit more. For those of you who have seen some of my other videos, you would know that I have some chronic health issues. I am 28. I've been dealing with this stuff since I was 20, so you know, it's been a lot of years of just like having back-to-back flare-ups and different issues of the sort, and not really being able to like do things or really focus too much on those like more, I guess, physical aspects of everyday life. I mean, you tie that in with a pandemic. I think a lot of people were more focused on like more internal endeavors. So I won't even say that's just like a me thing, but you know, I got sick and I started experiencing like my health issues 3 years prior to the pandemic. So I kind of, I guess, had a head start in that sense of like going more inward and just focusing less on like this external bit of me and focusing more on like, you know, what's inside and how I'm feeling and just like who I am and all that jazz. So but you know, thankfully I'm very lucky that since last year, my health yeah.
What do you think of this outfit? Hold on, let me just freeze this video.
Looks fine.
Okay.
It's cute. What shoes are you gonna wear?
I'm gonna like use my black slip-on shoes, or maybe something else.
I don't know. I guess it just depends on like the style you want to go for, right? Because you know, the pants are a bit short, so sometimes people would wear like boots, right? Because to cover the socks. But you could also, like, if you don't care in that sense and you'd rather just like, you like the style of the pants like kind of being like the frontal thing, then you can just wear your black slip-ons. It doesn't really matter.
I could like wear my little like small snow go-go boots. You know, like the little size of like this size. That are like this size, you know?
I mean, you can if you want. I mean, you do whatever you think is fine.
Okay.
Yeah. That was my sister. If you guys don't know, I have three siblings. Only two live with me. I have a twin brother, I have a younger sister, and I have an older sister, and that was my older sister asking me for fashion advice. But anywho, what I was trying to say is that since last year, I've had like such an uptick in my health, which has been amazing. It's been something that, like, you know, can never really expect when you deal with a level of illness. And I mean, in general, for me, like personally, let me just not just stand here and talk. Let me just like multitask a little bit before I continue. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've already cleansed my skin. I'm using this. It's from Bioderma. I love it. It's amazing. It's sensitive. It's for sensitive skin, people who have dry skin. I have incredibly dry to combination skin now. When I was growing up, I'd say I had like pretty normal skin, just like the most normal skin that you can get. Since having health issues, I do have some skin related issues as well, and my skin has definitely gotten more dry and more combination.
Do you think they fit well?
Yeah, they look cute actually. I like the brown.
Thanks.
Nice job. Yeah, so I just want to preface, my older sister is disabled. She has multiple disabilities, so, you know, me and my siblings and my mom were constantly trying to help her out a bit with different things. So I just want to preface that. She doesn't always know certain social cues. Like if I tell her, hey, I'm coming into this bathroom to film something, she will most likely forget and still kind of interrupt me, but that's okay. Not a biggie. But yeah, so I love this. It's been really great. I don't always wear makeup. I'm not really somebody who wears makeup on a regular basis. Since I was like 19 or so, I used to always religiously wear eyeliner. I was one of those people. I would do a cat eye, wing. Even if I didn't have mascara, I've used Sharpie for it. You know, back when I was a teenager, definitely felt very insecure about my looks. People used to make fun of like my facial features a lot growing up as a kid. One of them was the fact that my eyes are kind of small. It is what it is. What can I do, right? But I always felt like having a cat eye would kind of like showcase them and everything, so I would not leave the house with it religiously. And then I turned about 18 or 19. I was just like, well, this is what I look like. This is who I am. This is me. No makeup, no nothing on my face, no nothing in my hair. No, like this is me in all my glory, and that's like totally fine, you know. So yeah. So after that, I kind of like I like wearing makeup, and I like being able to do things to kind of enhance, I guess, my natural looks. But it's not really like a pervasive thing in my life anymore, where I feel like I have to be wearing makeup every single day. And especially too, like I said, when I was getting sick, I just wasn't really focused on my external features and stuff like that. I wasn't focused on really like zhuzhing myself up. Like the occasional fun kind of outings, or if I went to a birthday party, if I had something to do, I would try to do a bit more and put a bit more on it. But like on an everyday basis, like absolutely not. When before I was like really, I love fashion. Like I love wearing clothes and having a sense of style and looking put together. You know, I've always been like that, so kind of putting that to bed for a few years was necessary, but now I'm like, okay, like I was saying, since last year, my health has just gotten astronomically better, and that has been like amazing, and it's such a wonderful change, and at the same time too, it's kind of jarring because you can never expect those things, and it's like, because my focus has been so internal, now I have to kind of balance it out and shift it back out to doing things like a normal person, like going back outside most days, doing stuff. I was working last year, and I've worked on and off since getting sick, but I left my job last year, and now it's like I finally had a flare up towards the end of last year, and I was sick for like 3 months. I had a flare up, and then I got like 2 or 3 infections. I had 2 colds, a respiratory infection, and then the flu. So it was like, went the whole year, maybe like 9 months without getting sick and kind of focusing on that and working and doing stuff. And then I quit my job. Just wasn't the right working environment for me. And then I got sick like maybe a month or 2 later. So now it's like I'm finally in that stretch where I'm back to that baseline that I had last year, where I'm pretty good, my energy's good, my pain level is like really little, again, which I'm so grateful for, but something you don't really think about. I think a lot of people don't see these things, like they see them as like, you know, life sentences. And I mean, who knows, maybe this is a life sentence for me and I'm always going to have health problems, or I'm always going to go back and forth. I have no idea, but you know, I try to just take things day by day, and like it's been nice to be able to shift my focus a bit more on doing more normal everyday stuff. Like I haven't been able to do that in a long time, so that was kind of one of my goals for this year, is just to put a bit more effort into my appearance. Like I usually like fashion and clothing and wearing a little makeup sometimes, and doing a bit more consistent skincare. I like doing skincare. I've always enjoyed that, but you know, that unless before I was doing a lot of different skincare stuff and videos or some makeup stuff for filming videos a couple years ago when the pandemic first started, but I just kind of really slacked the past couple years after the fact. So now I'm like, okay, be a person. This is an excuse to get ready and kind of put some stuff together, so I will. I'm using this It's from Casa Rex. I really like it. It says happy birthday on it because I got it in like a birthday thingy. But I'm really liking it. I definitely would buy it again. It's just like a peptide thingy. Like I said, I have really dry skin. I've also been trying to like minimize a lot of stuff in skincare and everything because my skin isn't really bad. Like I've never been somebody who really gets a lot of acne. I'm very grateful for that. But I do occasionally get like skin lesions from lupus and like irritation and stuff like that. And that obviously, you know, is annoying to me. So I try to be conscious about my skin and like taking care of it for the most part, but I've gotten kind of lazy in the past year or so. So trying to get back into it and just simplify it in ways that it'll help and keep my skin like normal and healthy, right? So I've been liking this. It's the 6 peptide skin booster serum. I like it a lot. Like I said, I already cleansed my face. After that, honestly, I literally just do this weird combo of stuff. Usually I just use 2 items. This is the Cicaplast. Everybody loves this thingy. I love it. I've been using it for years. And this is actually a Cooper's cold cream, which I never see anybody use this, but I got it from this French website that I love so much. And it's just like this emulsifying, you know, cream. It's like a cold cream. But it's not a cold cream cleanser, which that's how most people see cold creams, I would say, in the United States. I got this from France. No, I have never been to France. I ordered it online from a French website that I did a lot of research to find. And I just mix them together to like put on my face. Because like I said, my skin is just like really dry, super dry skin. And I find that this is nice and it doesn't clog my pores personally. I just, you know, really rub that in. But yeah, you know, so I'm really trying to put in this effort. I want to have more of a balance of these things. And 2, it just kind of feels like such a privilege to be able to think about this stuff again. Like I haven't thought about having a career, haven't thought about having like a full-time job. I haven't thought about like the idea of maybe moving out of my apartment or doing stuff like that where I can be more independent in so long. And it feels so amazing. But at the same time too, you know, it's super daunting. It's just something that, you know, as much as you want it and as much as you... I'm gonna turn this ink on for a second. As much as you want it and as much as it's like something that you are hoping for, you know, and like I said, I usually see things in my life as like phases. And when I started getting sick, I was kind of very like accepting of the fact that like, okay, this is just the next phase of my life and I'm gonna accept it and just deal with it accordingly and use all of this downtime that I never had before. Because prior to that, my life was really hectic and I just had a lot of crap going on. And, you know, I kind of took this as like, you know, what they say, like divine intervention, right? I needed to get myself together and like understand myself. So I was never like, I guess, in resistance of being sick or being kind of angry at myself for having an illness. I was just kind of like, okay, this sucks. It's difficult. It's painful. It's hard. But at the same time, too, it feels like I'm meant to experience this. So I'm going to, and I'm just going to try to take it in stride and take it day by day. So this, I'm putting this on. I usually don't do 3. I just do 2 for the most part, combo of 2. But I'm using this Nivea cream because it's a great base for makeup. I don't always usually wear like, not really like a foundation kind of person for every day. I probably won't. I just want to have like a good, healthy skin base. And the Nivea cream is just great for makeup to lay on. And this Nivea in particular is like directly from Germany because, you know, people say that there is a difference in the Nivea in the US that they make and the Nivea in Germany. They are correct. They do have different ingredients. They do feel different on the skin and they definitely wear differently on the skin, you know. And I just love this. I was able to find it at like a Polish store in Brooklyn, I like scoured for it. I'm a little bit of a nerd in that sense. People would never assume that, but I am a little bit of a nerd, and I do my research. So I always find this, like, it almost acts like a primer. I have nothing against primer, I just haven't found one in recent years that I really like. And because, again, I haven't been really focused on wearing makeup, it hasn't been like a priority for me. So we have that. I'm gonna wash my hands a little bit again because I don't like having residue on my hands. I think I've mentioned this before, but anywho, so yeah, it's like, it's exciting to be able to be a human being and do this stuff and focus on like what I would consider, I don't want to say arbitrary or like superficial, because it's really not, but it's been kind of not the focus of these things in recent years. Now I get to focus on this stuff and like think about it. Definitely daunting, definitely scary, definitely something I haven't been thinking about so long, but I'm trying to be excited about it. I'm trying to take it in stride. I'm trying to like to face these fears. I mean, some days are better than others, I think, and like I'm able to face this stuff like courageously, and other days I'm like, I just don't want to do anything. I wasn't even really gonna film this at first, and I almost was talking myself out of going outside and running errands and doing this stuff, but I'm not gonna talk myself out of it. I'm gonna go. So it's actually really cloudy today, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but I'm gonna wear some sunscreen because you should, for the most part. And I'm very sun sensitive, so I got this Nivea sun gel, Korean, Japanese brand. It is my favorite, period. I have yet to find a sunscreen that is as amazing as this one for me personally. I love it. Nothing could ever make me hate it. I repurchase it, I don't know, 50 bajillion times. I will always repurchase it. I also like that it dries down matte on my face because, like I said, my skin is oily, but it's kind of like, I mean, not oily. My skin is dry, but it's also kind of combination. So some days my pores act up and look sort of crazy, but I noticed that because this sunscreen dries matte, that really helps with the overall look and appearance of it. So this is the base. This is the skin base. Ooh. Yeah, I'm looking super greasy until it dries in. No, wash this off. My hands are red. Can you tell I'm a little psycho with that stuff? Yeah, so today, like I said, I'm running some errands. I'm actually gonna go get some more toothpaste, which it's like, why are you gonna get ready to do all this stuff and just get toothpaste? But it's because I get a very specific toothpaste. I get the Marvis brand toothpaste. I've been using it for years now. I know that it just got popular maybe like a year or so over on the Tickety Talk. So like, that's great. I've been using it for a couple years longer than that, and I got it again from that French website, and I've noticed that certain things you just can't get in America versus overseas. Like, you're better off ordering it or buying it overseas versus trying to kind of cut corners and get something here. I did get lucky this time where I found this toothpaste that it was actually direct from Italy, because it's technically an Italian brand. But they actually had it from there, so there wasn't any discrepancies, right, in the formula, because I had bought the one directly from France and I was using that for a while, and then I had ran out, so I was gonna buy one just here that, you know, at like a pharmacy or a market that claimed they sold it. I bought it, and then I realized like the packaging was different, ingredients are different, all that stuff, and you know, that was like really bothersome to me, and it didn't feel the same. And I'm kind of particular about my oral care just because with lupus I get mouth sores a lot, and it can be kind of painful to brush my teeth sometimes. And you know, obviously brushing your teeth and not having stinky breath is like ideal. And sometimes it's like, sometimes it's not comfortable for me to brush my teeth, and I have like different things to use that can help with that. And I really like this toothpaste because it almost leaves like a, I don't want to say like a cast on your teeth, but like it leaves this feeling on it that it's like almost coated. And I like that. It doesn't bother me. I don't have sensory issues for that sort of thing. And like, it just makes my mouth feel really clean and fresh all the time. Like I use it with my mouthwash and bam, it's great. So right now I'm going in with this Ulta Beauty Their Lip Tint. Honestly, this is like my favorite lip tint that I've tried. I do like the NYX one. They have like the new like Lip IV one. I love the texture of it. I really love that texture. It feels almost like thick, but it's not sticky. And it has this amazing feeling to it. However, I don't really like the colors of the tint that it leaves once you take the lip gloss off, if you're using it for mainly like the tinted look. So far, the ones that I've gotten, the tints just haven't been my favorite, but this Ulta Beauty one is amazing. It's only like $9. The tint is really great. It lasts like a pretty long time. I would say you just have to wait for it to dry. And it does feel, it's called the weightless water. It does feel like nothing on your face. It does feel like you just like wet your mouth with water or something. I have this color in Plum Paradise. It's a newer color. The other one I have is like the Sangria Splash. It's more of like a reddish magenta color, but this one is like a full plum. And it's just amazing. Like, I love it so much. I wear it when I wear no makeup, no anything on my face. It's just great and looks really, really great. It does come off if you eat food, but very lightly, so you can just reapply. It's just so easy to kind of reapply and have it there that you don't mind having to reapply it. I think maybe in a day I'll reapply it like twice if I'm outside all day. So let's put this bad boy on. It just like, at least for my skin tone, it just has the best, nice, natural flush of color. I've just been so obsessed with it lately. And I love a good lip tint. Like, I've been using them for a long time. We're just like using lipsticks and things just in a tinted way for a long time, because again, you know, I don't ever really want to wear a full face of makeup. Some days, you know, it's kind of expected, but for me, I'd rather not. It's just a lot of work to do, you know. I just love it. I love this color so much. It's so flattering. And I don't ever overline my lips or do anything like that. I just kind of follow a natural lip line. I have a pretty pronounced Cupid's bow. It just is what it is. But like, look at this color. It's just so beautiful. I just love it. It's so nice. Like, I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I have my makeup right now, most of it in this little baggie. I'm not trying to do anything too crazy today, to be honest. I probably won't put like a base or anything. I think I might just put some eyebrow gel in my eyebrows because they're looking a little crazy. Or maybe not. Maybe I won't even do that. Can you tell I'm like so undecided about this sort of thing? Oh, this was the other one that I was using before they came out with the plum one. It's called Sangria Splash. This one is nice too. It's a bit more reddy, like a red tone. I like it. It's really pretty. Oh, maybe I'll use the fat oil over it. I like this one too. The NYX Slick Click. I also have been enjoying the e.l.f. one as well that they have. That one is quite nice. And I do have that Fenty Booty. I have that Fenty one that is, is this the clear one or also brown? I have the Fenty one that's like, the chocolate. I really like that one too. It looks good on my overall like complexion and things of that nature. Here it is, right? Fenty Booty Hot Chocolate. I like this one too. It looks good. I might use that as like a blush because right now I cannot find I don't know why I can't find my blush stuff. I'm trying to look for my mascara too. Oh, here's the e.l.f. one as well that I like. I have so many lip related products that are all pretty much like the same color because I like to wear the same sorts of things. I'm such a basic human being. I'm so sorry. Oh, here's my mascara. Yeah, I'm not really feeling wearing too much crap on my face today. This other lipstick, amazing. Okay, let's go. I could wear, am I gonna wear a little bit of an eye brightener? Maybe, I'll do that. Because I'll wear it because I have to show you guys this product because it's amazing. So this is Skin Foods Salmon Dark Circle Concealer Cream. It's really more of an eye brightener. I am absolutely obsessed with this. I got the second color. I believe it comes in 2 shades. It's like a lighter salmon-y color, and then they have a darker salmon color. I absolutely love it. I've never used like a skin brightener or something that is better than this for me. They always look crazy on my skin for some reason. I know I have like what's it called? I have dry under eyes. Obviously, you know, I got super dry skin, so it makes sense. I'm only gonna put on a little bit today, and I'm just gonna let that set, like just sit there for a second and drag it down a bit. I don't really want to put on a lot because then I'm just gonna put it on to take it off. But I absolutely love this product. It's amazing. Just the way that it looks like in photos, on my face, on my skin. I don't know what it is. It just looks amazing. And I mainly just use my hands. This is what it looks like again. The Skin Food one. Does that help? Maybe it helps. The Skin Food one. I love it. It's great. I have a medium complexion. I have a neutral undertone that leans warm. But personally, I don't really wear too much warm palette makeup because it ends up looking orange on me. So I'm like a pretty bare bones neutral undertone. I find that this looks really well for a neutral undertone. It just looks great. I don't know what it is about it. And I just use my hands to warm it up, place it on the face, let it set for a second, and then I'll press it in. And I'll also use a brush too to kind of help it a bit. I have the e.l.f. the dual-sided brush. I love this one. It's great. It's a great product. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna use a little bit of this Estee Lauder lipstick that I have. It's amazing. I need to buy a new one. It's my favorite nude kind of shade to use. It's called Discreet. Literally, the name has come off because it has been used so much, but I also like to use it as a blush and on my eyes as well. It's just such a nice like brownie nude. I'll put a little bit on my mouth because I like the way it feels. Just for now. I'm just gonna put it on my cheek. It just has the perfect like natural flush of like color. I love it. I probably should have blended this stuff first, but since I'm already here, I'm just gonna go in and do it this way for now. And honestly too, a lot of the time I bring my blush up to my under eyes. Okay, I'm just gonna pat this on right now. Slide it gently, and then rub. Pat. La 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 la. I'm sorry, by the way, I know this video is probably gonna be long. Maybe not as long as my last chit chat video because I was trying some new product stuff. Okay. I know people are like, don't swipe, don't do that. Yeah, whatever. I'm just doing what works for me. I just love the way it looks. I'll probably go with a brush in a moment. Right now, I'm just gonna keep using this as a guidepost for face. I'm gonna put some on my lids because I love this color. It's so funny that this is like a trend now because I've been doing this for so long. You know, I have some products that I like, but it's rare I wear eyeshadow. It just, it's nice, but I'm not really good at using it, and I find it kind of heavy. Obviously, gotta bring it into the nose. It's funny because since sometimes I get that like lupus butterfly rash, and I kind of, it's not to say that I like the look, but you know, seeing people do this kind of look as like their standard look kind of makes me feel like, oh, it's sort of chic now, and I can use it. It's just like a makeup look. Yeah, it just adds like a little bit of a blush of color. It's very natural. I probably will go in with something else a little bit more. Probably use this Fenty one, but I'm gonna have to buy a new Estee Lauder Discreet. That's my favorite thing ever. But this is just like a nice thing to have under like the face as like a base. This is, again, the Fenty one. It smells so good. I don't know what the scent is, but I love it so much. And I wish Rihanna would make like, I wish she would make like a perfume of it, if she hasn't already. Maybe Rihanna's definitely smarter than me. She probably has already made a perfume of this, and I just don't know because I'm always late to the party. But yeah, so I'm just putting this on the apples of my cheeks, dragging it up a bit. I'm gonna do the same over here. Yes, I don't mind wiping and doing stuff like that. I'm not afraid of wrinkles. Not deathly afraid of wrinkles. That does not bother me. So, okay. Put a little on my lips too. Got a good natural base. I know the lighting in here is a bit warm, so I might not be able to see everything too well. I'm just putting this on for a bit of a deeper color at the moment, but I probably will blot it at some point. Could add a little more of this ready down into my eyeballs, my eye bubbles. Looks good to me. Again, I just try to be really natural. I'm lucky my skin is relatively even. I'm gonna use the back side of this concealer side, to just kind of brush this under my eye and blend a little bit. I just like it again, like, you know, I'm not really in the place to cover dark circles or whatever. I don't mind my dark circles. Just is what it is. Like I said, I just like to look natural. I just like to look like a more improved version of myself. I don't have to look like I'm perfect or airbrushed or anything like that. That's not really my goal. My goal is just to look like a bit more done up. I was gonna use like a regular blush, but I don't know where my blushes went, so I guess I won't be doing that. Let's see. Let me blot this a bit. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. A kiss from me to you. Cute. Nice. Okay, I have this looking good. Yeah, so today when I go to do my, to go look for my toothpaste, I'm actually going to a new place that apparently is nearby my house, and they're claiming that they have it. So I truly hope that they have it, because I will be sad if they don't, because this toothpaste is not something that you can get, like, you know, just anywhere. I wish they sold it in CVS, but then again, I probably would be unhappy with the CVS version, because the American brand version of it, the ingredients are different. So I usually go to this specific place. It's all the way downtown, and they sell it, and since it's Saturday, even more so, it's probably going to be ridden with tourists and people like that who come in, which it's not a big deal, just a little annoying. This is my favorite mascara, by the way. I also really like the Rare Beauty one that Selena Gomez has, but the Lash and Roll from e.l.f., I just love it. Nothing really creates this kind of look. It's just like the perfect everyday kind of lash look. I'm also blessed to have long lashes, so that kind of helps. They're not curly though, but they're not like completely straight. But I don't mind my lashes not being like super curled or anything. They don't need to look like that. They can just look normal because they're so long. I don't mind. Gotta look at what I'm doing, right? Yeah, you know, I wanted to know how everybody's been doing. I feel like this week has been really intense with all these eclipses. For people who are like a bit more sensitive or intuitive, or maybe are on that sort of spiritual path, you probably know what I'm kind of talking about. I take eclipses and stuff relatively seriously because I'm the kind of person that, since I was young, I struggled to sleep on like full moons and new moons, like before I even knew about any of this stuff. So now that I know about it, it just kind of makes sense. But these couple of eclipses, I've been like really tired and sleeping a lot. And that's been kind of a nice change. And having some interesting dreams, but I always have interesting dreams. If you know me, you know that I have insane lucid dreams. It's not something I've taught myself to do. I just dream. I would say if I have a dream 7 days a week, 4 to 5 of them are going to be complete lucid, vivid dreams. Like I know what's going on. I know where I am. I even reference in the dream that it's a dream. Like I don't know how. It's been like this since I was about like 21 years old. Prior to that, I never remembered any of my dreams. I would only remember the occasional like nightmare that I would have. So now like I just am constantly remembering my dreams. Yeah, and I keep a dream journal. For the most part, I haven't been using it a lot lately, just because even if I know a dream is like a lucid dream, it might not always have a message or anything. It might just be like a little weird thing. And also lately too, before my dreams, a lot of the time used to be about other people, and like I would interact with different people a lot in my dreams. I still do interact with people, but lately a lot of my dreams have just been like more, I guess, like psychological, just about like me and my own interactions of things. And like, you know, at first knowing the difference was like a bit hard, but now I know what dream is more like a sign or a message versus like, okay, this is like a psychological thing that's being shown to me about myself, and like something I need to be, you know, aware of, something I should work on, something I should know, you know. So that's been very different, but also kind of like refreshing, because I just never have dreams and stuff like that. It's been a while. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done, to be honest. I'm gonna put, and it's taken me 40 minutes to do this just because I've been talking and being kind of stopped here and there, but that's okay. 40 minutes to do the most basic bare bones of makeup. That's all right. But anywho, yeah, I hope everybody's been okay with this eclipse season. I know it's definitely been wild. I feel like the energy has been like really nuts and like prominent, you know, for people, and just kind of like been crazy. Let's see if we can get a little closer to my face. See, just nice, natural. You can still see all of my, oh my god, my huge zit right here. Going with my booty marks. And yeah, nice, natural. Don't need a crazy base or anything. Eyebrows are unkempt, if that's okay, because I kind of need to get them fixed and done. But this is just the look for right now. Probably it's kind of cold, but also humid, so I'm probably just gonna like put a sweater on and figure it out. My hair is also crazy, if you can tell. Let's see how it looks when I take it down. Yeah, you know, I know these eclipses and things are like really wild. I know these things are like really wild for a lot of people, not just me. And I would say these have been kind of tamed for the most part, more than usual. These eclipses have been relatively tame for me, just kind of more eye-opening and like really I got hair in my eye, really kind of like transformative, but in a positive way. A lot of the time other eclipses have kind of been like, especially because I'm a cardinal sign. If you guys don't know, I'm a Capricorn. I have a Capricorn I have a Capricorn sun, I have a cardinal moon, and then I have a mutable rising sign. And so the past couple eclipse seasons have dealt with a lot of cardinal energies, including, but not limited to the, Pluto being in Capricorn as well. I've had that be in Capricorn since I was 11 years old. So you can tell it's been a battle, it's been a struggle. But yeah, it was nice. It was good. I feel like for me, the theme was just like a lot of freedom and kind of feeling that voided energy. I feel like a lot of people are in a void right now, and that was what my last video kind of touched on, just feeling like we're in this void. My hair looks crazy, so I don't know if I'm going to keep it like this, but yeah, I notice a lot of people are in a void and trying to do different things, right? Like make different choices, see, like, I don't know, a lot of people are waking up. And as somebody who, I don't want to sit here and be like, I'm so spiritual and great and just aware and awake, because that's like a load of doohickey nonsense. But, I started having spiritual experiences and had basically what I would consider like a spiritual awakening in 2017. So I've kind of been on this journey for a long time now, or a while now. And so it's fascinating to see people. Oh, am I just going to keep my hair like this? Not bad. It's fascinating, to see people going on this journey now and sort of like getting in it. Not bad. Wild and crazy, as always. But yeah, it's nice, and it allows for everybody to sort of feel, I think, more interconnected. That's always a goal in my mind, to have that sense of like connection and feeling good for people. But yeah, let me know how you've been feeling for it. I'm probably going to make another video about my thoughts and kind of like what I've been sensing and sort of experiencing as well after this eclipse week kind of occurred. It's just a daunting time for everybody. I think for people who are somewhat aware, unaware, completely aware, it doesn't really matter. Like, we're all having this experience. We're all here learning and growing, and, the amount of awareness somebody has of that in this medium is not really what the point is, really. It's just about sensing these changes that I think the world is going on such a global scale and such a collective scale, and nobody can be kind of blind to see that. Some people just use certain mediums for that, and spirituality is a medium I think a lot of people are becoming more accepting and aware of. And even for me, like, I didn't grow up spiritual, I didn't grow up in a religious household, I didn't have that sort of thing, and so I didn't have a belief in, not necessarily like a belief, but I was always agnostic. That's how I would describe it. I'm like, well, it's obvious that there are things out there and there's something bigger than us and brighter, and there's something out there, but I don't know what it is, so I'm not going to sit here and claim any religion or claim anything. And I used to have a fascination in reading about different religions and stuff like that, and then having what I would think is kind of like a spiritual awakening made me realize, like, oh wow, yeah, I guess it's true. There really are things like beyond our knowledge and beyond our nature that are helping to orchestrate stuff. And, the collective, us, all that stuff that we're a part of, we have that free will of, whether following the path and taking that path of least resistance or detouring a bit and doing whatever it is. But again, the medium doesn't really matter. It's just like getting to the point of what it is that everybody's sensing and feeling. So I think a lot of people are just becoming aware of that, this underlying tension, and that need to kind of be a bit kinder and more aware, and also like trying to get back in a place that feels more, I don't want to say like authentic, but maybe more aligned to them of what they're trying to learn or experience like in this life. And that's really different for everybody. And I'm trying to do that too. And part of that for me is putting a bit more effort into my appearance. I know my hair probably looks crazy, but I like my hair when it's crazy. I like this look. But yeah, part of it for me is putting a bit more effort into my appearance, going out more, getting some vitamin C, being a person. But that's part of like this whole big wave of stuff that I think a lot of people are doing. I think a lot of people are also slowing down. I think some people are speeding up. It all just depends, but it's all happening, I think, for a very similar reason. And yeah, Now my last step of this routine is I'm going to be using this lip oil. This is my favorite thing of all time. I used it when I was in college and I was obsessed with it. And at the time it was like maybe $2. And then it went viral on TikTok and then they discontinued it. But I was able to find some on eBay, so I'm using this. It's the Misted Plum color. You probably cannot get it anywhere. I'm sorry about that, but I'm excited to use it because it's my favorite. And after this, I'm probably just going to throw a sweater on and go outside and hope that I can get my toothpaste. Who knows? I don't know. So happy Saturday, everybody. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Muhammad, who was really, really kind and actually sent me a message that they watch my videos. And this is pretty much the first time that this happened to me, so that was just such an awesome experience. And it was really cool to get like some feedback and talk and sort of ask questions in here. So I want to say hi to Muhammad and just say thank you again. You know, I'm always open for talking to people. If you message me or whatever, I will try my best to get back to people and respond and be communicative, you know, and I'm always open to suggestions, not demands, but suggestions. You know, if you want to see some different content or different stuff, or you have questions, or there's certain things you like, certain things that you're kind of confused about or want clarification or touch base, like, you can always let me know. So yeah, I hope you guys have a happy Saturday, and I will hopefully be seeing you all very soon.